and welcome to today's video. I'm so excited for this week's video because it is like something that I've never really done before. So today, as you can tell by the title, I'm doing some DIY fidget spinners that you can make at home. If you haven't been able to tell, fidget spinners have kind of taken over the world. So basically, you just spin it and you can do it with one hand, two hands, whatever you want. And it keeps your hands busy if you're sitting in class or a meeting or something and you just need to move your hands and fidget. Fidget spinners can kind of be pricey sometimes. They can be up to $10 or even $50 I've seen on Amazon. So I thought I would make 3 or 4 DIY fidget spinners that you can make at home by yourself with very cheap materials. I'm literally playing with fidget spinner as I'm talking in this intro because they're that fun to play with and I'm kind of obsessed now. Also, a lot of DIY fidget spinners that I've seen in other videos include bearings, and bearings are what makes them spin for a really long time. So in this video, I've included some DIY fidget spinners with bearings and then also one without. So for all of you guys who don't want to buy bearings, I've got you covered. Also, please make sure to stay tuned until the end of this video because I'm going to be giving away this white fidget spinner that I'm playing with right here. So make sure to stay tuned till the end for all the rules and stuff. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so for our first fidget spinner, we're going to be making it with some polymer clay. So obviously you're going to need some polymer clay. You can find this at Michael's for like $1. And you're also going to need some bearings for this DIY fidget spinner. And trust me guys, bearings do make your fidget spinners work a million times better and they'll spin a lot longer. So I'm going to have some bearings linked down below. I got mine for literally like $5 on Amazon and it came with a pack of 8. So it's definitely worth it and I recommend making them with this. So first you're just going to take whatever color of polymer clay that you want. I chose 3 different colors because I'm going to do a tie-dye effect. So just kind of mold it around until it's a good consistency. And once you've done that, you can go ahead and take each individual color of clay and roll it out into kind of a worm shape. Let me know if you used to do this in art class when you were little because I definitely did. And once you've done that with as many colors as you want, you can just twist each little worm shape clay thing and twist them all together until it looks kind of cool like this, and then just fold that in half and roll it around until it's smooth, then fold it in half again and twist it up again and then roll that. It's kind of confusing, but if you just watch what I'm doing, you'll understand it. So then once you have all the colors combined as much as you want, you can continue doing this until it's even more tie-dyed. But I just made mine into a little ball and took a rolling pin and just rolled out my clay into the thickness of my bearings, and I used a rolling pin to do this, as you can see. So then I just took my fidget spinner that I have, and obviously if you guys are watching this, you probably don't have a fidget spinner since you're wanting to make one. So I'm going to leave a template in the description down below that you can print out and trace instead of tracing it with a real fidget spinner like I'm doing here. So I'm just using that as my template, obviously, and I'm using an X-Acto knife to cut off the excess clay. You could also just use a simple butter knife, whatever you have around your house. Then I just took my bearing and I put that in the center of our little fidget spinner clay cutout. And next I traced that with my X-Acto knife and just cut out the excess in the middle. And once you have all your shapes cut out, you can go ahead and put them onto a cookie sheet. I actually ended up making another little fidget spinner only with 2 sides though, and I made it kind of like a marbly design with black, white, and gray colors. You could really do whatever kind of shape or colors you want with this. The possibilities are endless with clay. So you're just going to put those in a pan and bake them at 275 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. And then they should come out super hard and a really good like texture consistency for a fidget spinner. So next, just take your bearings and simply just pop them into the holes we cut out earlier before we baked the clay. And next you're going to take 6 pennies. I just hot glued them onto my fidget spinners, like the outer pieces, and you're going to want to put 3 on each side, so flip it over and put 3 more on. And this is going to add a lot of weight to our fidget spinner, which will make it spin a lot longer. And this next part is optional, but I decided to paint my pennies just to give it some more color and make it look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, if that makes any sense. So I just painted these pennies white, and on my other fidget spinner I painted them a light pink because I thought all the colors went really nicely together, but again, you can skip this step if you don't feel like doing it. And then once everything is dry, that is all you have to do to make this fidget spinner. I think this turned out amazing. It actually spins for a pretty good amount of time. And I just think it's such an easy way to make it out of clay because you literally just pick whatever colors and designs you want, bake it in the oven, and you're good to go. Just glue on some pennies, and it's just a really easy and cheap way to make a fidget spinner from home, and you can take it wherever you want. Our next fidget spinner is made from cardboard, so obviously you're gonna need a piece of cardboard. And I, again, used my fidget spinner to trace a template out with a Sharpie, but you can use the little template I linked down below. So once you cut it out, I decided to take some washi tape and just make everything look a lot more cuter and more artsy and just overall more professional. So I have a lot of washi tape to choose from, and I just picked one of my favorites and covered both the front and back of the piece of cardboard, and then I just trimmed off all the excess with some scissors after that. Then I took an X-Acto knife and just made a little hole in the middle of the fidget spinner, and then I took a long toothpick skewer type thing and just poked a hole all the way through, and you want to make sure it's kind of loose but not too loose, just loose enough to make sure that it can spin freely without getting stuck, if that makes any sense. And next you're just going to take your bearings and just trace them on a piece of cardboard. You actually don't need bearings, you can trace pennies, whatever you have, but these were just on hand, so I traced those. And then obviously just cut those out as well. I also decided to cover these little cardboard circles with washi tape too, because why not? It just makes everything look better in the end, and this yellow color is one of my favorites, so I thought I might as well try it out.
Oh, baby, I love.
Then you're going to take your X-Acto knife again and puncture little holes in the center of your circles as well, and just poke those through with a toothpick, just like you did with the fidget spinner. Next, take a little tiny piece of toothpick and put through all of your pieces of cardboard, starting with the circle and then putting in the main fidget spinner and then the other circle. And then just to secure everything together, you're going to take some hot glue and carefully glue on the yellow circles. You're going to want to make sure that the glue does not touch the fidget spinner part, or else it won't be able to spin. So just make sure that the yellow circles are glued to the toothpick and not to the fidget spinner itself. Then just take some scissors and trim off the excess toothpick that comes out from the top, and then add on some hot glue. And then lastly, this is optional, but I added on a button just to make everything more like comfortable to hold, if that makes any sense, and easier to spin. So then you're going to take 6 pennies again, and I, of course, wrapped mine in yellow washi tape, because why not? As you can tell, I'm kind of obsessed with washi tape. And then once you do that to all your pennies, you can hot glue those on to the outer layers or outer sides of your fidget spinner on each side to give it some weight. And that is all you have to do to make this fidget spinner without any bearings at all. Obviously it's not going to spin nearly as long as one with bearings, but I think it's a really good alternative to one if you really don't want to buy bearings at all. And it's actually super fun to play with. It'd just be perfect for anytime, anywhere. So I definitely recommend trying this out if you don't want to buy any bearings. This last fidget spinner is probably my favorite, but all you're going to do is take some water bottle caps, and I'm just showing you guys a little demo. If you're drinking a water bottle, make sure to save the bottle caps because you're going to need 3 of these. So once you have all your bottle caps, I decided to paint the tops of mine with some nail polish because it added more of a pop of color, made them more cute and professional looking. You don't have to do this step, but of course, I wanted to make mine more colorful. What else is new? So then you're going to take a bearing, and all you have to do is just simply hot glue your bottle caps onto your bearing in a triangular shape, just like all the other fidget spinners look. It's pretty self-explanatory and easy to do. And then once you do that, again, you're going to take some pennies. You only need 3 for this one though, and simply hot glue them into the bottoms of the bottle caps because, again, you need some weight to make it spin longer. And once the hot glue dries, that's all you have to do for your fidget spinner. It's completely finished, and this is probably one of my favorites because it spins so well. You can flick it with one finger really easily. It's so easy to make, it takes almost no time at all, and I definitely recommend trying this one out because it turns out amazing in the end. So that was it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below as always because I have some very exciting videos coming, especially summer ones since summer is upon us, which I'm so excited about. So now moving on to the giveaway part of this video, which is super exciting as well. I'm going to be giving away this white fidget spinner that you see right here. So if you guys want to win this fidget spinner, all you have to do is click the link down below for the giveaway and it'll bring you to a bunch of ways you can enter. It's this website called Gleam. It works really well. I've done it in the past. And I'm so sorry, but this giveaway is not international. I am not able to do that at this time, but hopefully in the future I'll be able to do giveaways that go all outside of America and Canada. So I'm really sorry for those of you who don't live in the US and Canada, but stay tuned because I'm going to be doing more giveaways internationally soon. So if you guys want to win this fidget spinner, make sure to go enter the giveaway because it ends on May 31st and I'll be contacting you through your email or Instagram or whatever. So I think that's all I have to say for this video. Thank you guys so much again for watching. I love you so much and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!